What are you smiling about?
Dude, I almost had you.
You almost had me? You never had me. You never had your car. Granny shifting, not double clutching like you should. You're lucky that 100 shot of NOS didn't blow the welds on the intake. Almost had me? Now me and the mad scientist gotta rip apart the block and replace the piston rings you fried. Ask any racer, any real racer. It don't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning's winning.
We have reported street racing along
Oh shit, we got cops, go!
Hi guys, welcome to this pulp culture conversation episode of Trip Around the Multiverse. Now, just before the intro, I was kind to pull up a IMDb page of any actor or actress. I have one as well, and I've got 3 actors we're gonna choose to replace these people as the main character. And if I select a film, he goes first, and I've got to defend my second choice, and then we've obviously got to talk about why we're not choosing the third choice. And vice versa. So let me tell you who the actors are.
All right.
We've got Vin Diesel.
Okay.
Jason Statham and The Rock. All our bald-headed badasses from the Fast and Furious series. Yeah.
Oh yeah, snap. Yeah.
Okay. And yeah, so I am
Alright.
the Cockney man who used to be an Olympic swimmer that flew off a car onto a train while on fire, and not while the car's on fire, while I'm on fire. See what I'm trying?
I watched that film the other day. And I am the man who was crappily CGI into a film because I was too busy wrestling Carl Charles. Which I only found out recently was a thing. And then I was like, oh, that makes some sense.
Okay. So who's your actor? Do you want to know mine first?
Oh, I want to know yours first.
Okay. My actor, obviously, to have stuff to talk about in case you chose someone that was a bit more off key, I chose Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know why, she just came into my head, and I was like, okay, let me pick a Scarlett Johansson, and she's been around lots of controversial things.
All right, well...
But no fault, right?
Yeah, well, no, but it's going to be amazing to choose these guys, because then she doesn't always do action films, right?
No.
And, okay, say you had to tweak the film to make it work for these guys, but, well, yours is going to be more interesting in a odd fashion. Mine's a bit more straightforward because they're action movies, right? Or maybe, yeah. Okay, do you want to go first?
Okay. So, I'll put in any of those 3 guys' films, yeah?
No, you put any of these guys in one of her films.
In one of her films?
You choose the film first, and I will select who I go first. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna pick. Just get back to her page. All right. Wait. A very easy and obvious one. Lucy.
All right. Yeah. Okay. I'm probably gonna go for your boy Vin Diesel on that one.
Yeah, I can kind of see. Yeah.
Yeah. But you can't choose Vin Diesel now, so you're gonna have to defend your second choice.
For this, because it'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
Jason Statham.
Okay. You know, I can see that kind of works. Actually, I think even though Vin Diesel was my first choice, I just realized something. He had to get beat up in this film, right?
Yeah.
And Vin Diesel didn't get beat up by nobody. Oh. Okay. Well, let me just say. Okay. Why did we not choose The Rock? By the way, is it because he's it's an action movie though? So
yeah, it's an action movie, but like Vin Diesel and Jason Statham, you can kind of like see them being every man at some point, and then you know the
yeah. I think it's the Rock's too bulky and big to be.
Yeah, to be bought as a viable underdog.
Yeah. So yeah. Oh, well, okay. The reason I chose Statham was I remember the trailers also, but I remember when watching this film, she gets injected with whatever it is, and then she has that dirty smirk on her face, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna bust all you people up, yeah. I can imagine Vin Diesel just like he did in Pitch Black, where Riddick was all chained up. And then they go to ask him for help, and he just dirty smirk at them, and then tells them exactly what he's going to do and stuff like that. So I was like, oh yeah, that kind of, and then he does it exactly what Lucy does during the movie. So the thing is, though, as I said, I think Statham actually put up the martial arts better. So I'm talking against myself right now. Yeah. Why did you think Statham would be the best in here?
Because like with Statham, you can kind of make obviously wasn't he a model at some point? I don't know, but like
probably one of them underwear model brands, like
Abercrombie Finch or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure he did do that at some point. But anyway, yeah. Well, he would have because he was an Olympic swimmer. But even none of the case. Yeah. So he kind of could tweak the story a bit where he was an underwear model or something, or some sort of model, and then he happened to get injected with thing.
Yeah, but wait, see, here's the thing, right? We get too caught up with Statham as being a tough guy.
Yeah.
Right? But if he gets, like you said, the Olympic swimmer, he could be not in the movie, just not be a tough guy, just be like a guy who's lean and shredded or built because he's an athlete of some sort. And then you could, because he's not too bulky and big. Even though when he talks, as soon as he talks.
Yeah, I think that's what making him more funnier as well, the way he talks.
Yeah. To be fair as well, I think of all these three, Statham does do the most. It has done tried to be more dramatic roles.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. You win on that one. You win on that one. I've started to talk against why I chose Vin Diesel. I don't even know why.
Yeah.
All right.
But I can see why you picked him because
Look, the attitude of the man fits the character. Not the man. I mean, like the stereotypical Vin Diesel screen persona fits the. But none all of her martial arts or it'd just be grab someone, throw them through a wall, Vin Diesel broad.
Yeah, it's like he could sort of work in a film like this if you get away from him getting the injection or whatever and become smart. This film would be kind of weird and short because he would just start off like the supreme being and then just
and then double dose supreme being.
Yeah. Like the only other way it worked if you did it reverse, where he was all that and then he got injection and become like a.
Well, no. To be fair, remember in Multifacial, he acted like the typical Italian Guido at the beginning, and he wasn't super. It wasn't the super demigod that as we know him now.
Yeah, even in a film that we're going to be talking about later, or depends when this comes out. Strays, good film. Kind of acts different in that.
Yeah, less. Exactly. To be fair, early in his career, he does try.
Yeah, he does.
But then I think he settled at a certain point. And he was like, "Well, I'm gonna coast off this," but it's just like, "Yep, I'm just gonna be a variant of this because,
Yeah, which I can
works in some.
It
works in some places, doesn't work in other places.
Yeah.
Probably work more better in one of these films I'm about to choose, The Terminator.
Okay.
Yeah. So who's your first? Who would play the T-800 in your of these guys for you?
Again, man, I'm gonna have to go with my boy Jason Statham.
For real. And I will go for. Okay. No, well, you know what? I'll go for a Rock, and I'll tell you why. But you go first.
Because Jason Statham could play. If you're going with like my Terminator, the first one, Arnold doesn't say much, but he still comes off very like menacing and everything, innit?
Yeah.
Jason Statham can pull that off. Because like, what was it in that film, Mean Machine? He doesn't talk whatsoever.
Yeah. I will give you this, right? Jason Statham is the type of guy that the look on his face tells you a lot.
Yeah.
He will stare a hole through you. And like the words of "I will murder you" will come through your head, but you don't know where it's coming from, right?
Yeah.
But I will say this, right? He's also slimmer and leaner than the T800 model, which is based on bulky machines of the T800, right? That they start slimming down through the process of eventually trying to make him more humanoid incognito style. So when I say that I picked the biggest, bulkiest guy, purely because of his look, right? Because he needs to look like a machine. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it. I can buy that. that.
Well,
so you still pick Vin Diesel? Would you say you pick Rock?
I'll pick The Rock.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll tell you why I won't pick Vin Diesel.
Oh.
Because I feel Vin Diesel, in his infinite wisdom, will probably be, if he got this film given to him, he'd be like, nah, man, I want to be Carl Reese so I can fist fight the Terminator.
Yeah.
And survive. Like, what?
Of course, yeah.
But I feel like Vin Diesel himself, right, would go for the Carl Reese role more. Even though he's like John Cena, where he's the underdog, but he just is not really the underdog.
Yeah.
And I don't think he wouldn't be able to pull off the Terminator. I just feel that when you don't see Vin Diesel, as in, you know, when he plays Groot or the Iron Giant, he's really good, right?
Yeah.
But when he has to act without his voice, I'm not so sure, because he hasn't done anything like that. Whereas we can tell from The Rock, even from the wrestling, mannerisms are, you know, you don't need to verbalize yourself to portray certain mannerisms.
Yeah.
But, so I will say as well, Statham comes across as the type of guy who also is can do a lot with a little.
Yeah.
Not flex on people, but you know what I mean. He just certain physical movements. Yeah, and when even in some of his other films where he's just walking like the transporter. Actually, no, you know what? Okay, I'm still sticking with The Rock, but I'm saying I think actually if it was Terminator 2 and Statham was playing the TE-1000,
I can see that as well. Again, a few words, but he's menacing. He's got the sort of build for it.
Yeah. I mean, even though he's bulkier than Robert Patrick, he just like he's lean and believable to verse like, you know, someone big and bulkier than him. Even though I think Jason Statham would just throw some martial arts in there for the hell of it. But I can buy him as a cop more than I can buy him as a between these guys as a machine. I think his movements are a bit too fluid, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And Rock's got too big now that he no longer has that flexibility of being, really agile.
Yeah, it's true. But if you was say now, if you did redo the Terminator, like from the beginning, I don't think you would need a super bulky dude to be the T8, the T1000, T800.
Well, it's true. I guess that depends on how the law they're doing for the film. If they're saying it the same way, where they're trying to build more incognito bots, and they're at that stage where they're still trying to make the metal frame smaller and lighter and tighter. You wouldn't. If they advance from that point, fair enough. And I think nowadays, you probably could do that.
Yeah.
It would just have to be someone who has the look, that look of intensity. But then I guess that depends on who they're casting as Carl Reese on the other side.
Because, like, I know originally, when they were thinking about making the Terminator and stuff, it was who's that guy? Lance Hendrickson? Yeah. He was originally maybe the Terminator, innit?
Yeah. I tell you, it was also kind of no. Go on, you go first.
And then like they saw Arnold and changed. They wanted Arnold to be Terminator.
Yeah, because they wanted Arnold to be Carl Reese for some silly reason.
Makes no sense. Stupid.
But
if that happened, I don't think the film franchise would have became what it was. But anyway, if you're going with that original thought, the T800 doesn't need to be that bulky.
Yeah, it's true. But it depends on who, like I said, it depends on who you get as Carl Reese, because I don't know if you've seen it, Reign of Fire, the Dragon film.
Yeah.
Matthew McConaughey and Christian Bale in it.
Yeah, I've seen that, yeah.
And they're meant to be ravaged, and there's not much food is scarce, and Matthew McConaughey swaggers into the film all built.
Yeah. And
you're like, and Christian Bale's like, well, I slimmed myself down deliberately for this, but now it makes no sense. I might as well just bulk up myself, right? So if Carl Reese comes in their bulk, bulky, then you know the T800 would have to be bulkier. Say for example, Aaron Taylor Johnson was doing it as Carl Reese. I'm like, that's a built guy. You're gonna have to get someone bigger than him to be the T800.
Not really, because the T800 is a robot, so like it can look like anything on the outside, but it's still gonna be strong.
No, it's true.
So
yeah,
that kind of makes sense. Yeah,
I suppose. Well, I'm always looking for the threat should look. The serial killer in this film, but you know the Terminator is basically the serial killer of this film, should always look kind of bigger than if he's like, you know, a slasher horror villain. But then again, Freddy Krueger is like, you know, very, very slim man. So hey,
because like for me, I think like the less scary or big the thing is, I mean, like, less big and intimidating it is, the more scary it is, because then like as it's meant to be like infiltrate or whatever it is.
It's true. I guess as long as it has that look of intensity that you get from who has Statham as well, but I'm trying to think of someone else who has that look of murder. Like I think at times Brad Pitt has it as well.
Yeah.
Where it's like murderous intent.
Yeah.
Or Kota Ibushi, right?
yeah. The alien from another world.
But he's still like a Terminator now.
Yeah, he is. But yeah, something like that. It's like I can buy that.
Okay, you pick a movie from your
okay
catalog.
I want to pick this, but I haven't actually seen it properly.
Okay.
Actually, no. I want to go even randomer than this. Eight-Legged Freaks. I didn't know she was in this, even though I've seen this film plenty of times.
Is she playing a little kid in that?
Yep.
Is it okay? I haven't seen it, but
teenage.
Okay. And we're replacing her in it.
Yep.
Okay. I'll be stuck here because I don't know exactly what he does, but there's only one of these guys here can actually play comedy, so I'm gonna have to choose The Rock.
Jason Statham could play comedy.
Jason Statham's comedy is different though. Jason Statham's comedy is he is so straight that he becomes the joke because he's so serious. That's what it is. So in a comedy movie, like I'm sure you saw Spy.
Yeah. I love that film. Yeah.
He's really off stuff that's really over the top, but only because it works because it's him.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So who are you gonna pick?
Just to be different, and we haven't used this guy yet. Vin Diesel.
No, I used him from the beginning.
Wait, what used him in? You used him in
Lucy.
Oh, yeah. All right.
All right. Well, I'm gonna say this right. Vin Diesel tried to do one comedy film. That was The Pacifier, and he never did comedy again. Right?
Is it just one?
Well, as far as I recall, they might did more, but I don't recall him doing any.
Now you're saying that, yeah.
So I don't think that tells a lot about his skill in comedy. To be fair, we're talking about a role that we haven't seen the movie in. I mean, I'm making assumptions here.
I think I've seen it. It was okay.
Okay.
But yeah.
Not The Pacifier. I mean, Eight-Legged Freaks.
Oh, I've seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you don't even know what Scarlett Johansson's role is.
She's someone's daughter in it.
Yeah. First of all, none of these guys can play anyone's daughter, right?
Well, they play the son, and that's just like.
Yeah, they're gonna be bigger and older than their dad.
They had a weird growth spurt, and that's the joke of the film, that he's meant to be a teenager, but everyone knows he's an adult.
Is David Arquette the dad?
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Okay, so going by your logic, right?
No, David Arquette's not the dad.
Okay.
He's the exterminator coming to help get rid of the mutated spiders. Scarlett Johansson is the daughter of the deputy, or the sheriff, who has sort of a romance.
So that even makes a better case for The Rock, because remember in Jumanji where he had to play little kid as an adult.
Yeah,
exactly.
Oh. True. All right. Yeah, you got me there. All right.
Okay.
But the whole thing would be like he thinks he's a child, but he's not.
The entire logic would not work unless we're going for young versions of these guys. But I think they're all in their 30s or something by the time they started acting.
Yeah, they were, innit?
or late 20s, but they always were built like men.
Yeah, that is true. Now you got me that one.
All right. I shall also, as you picked a random one, I shall also pick a random one. Junior.
Oh, okay, Junior.
You go first. Who can pull off Dr. Alex Hayes?
Oh, it's gonna be so simple, but actually, should I change it to be controversial and funny?
Well, as long as you can give good reasoning what your logic is.
Because I was gonna say The Rock, but that's too obvious. I would like to see Jason Statham play a scientist.
Oh, jeez. All right.
It'd be hilarious. Because I was trying to think of him saying like scientific words now.
I tell you what, I will go for Vin Diesel, right? Just because, and I think we both know The Rock would be the best at this because he can actually do comedy and he wouldn't take himself seriously here, yeah?
Yeah.
But we're going to go for the options that are... okay, yeah, why did you say Statham then?
Because it'd just be funny for him playing a pregnant man and trying to say all these... Even though Arnie saying all those like scientific things are hilarious, but to be like someone like him with his accent would be hilarious. Gotta go do test, did it, and stuff like that. Even though he doesn't sound like that, but...
But here's the thing, right? All right, I say Vin Diesel because at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy, where he says, "We are Groot," okay? And that was a very touching scene after all the madness that's gone on before.
Yeah.
Now, just imagine that portrayal, right? When he finally gives birth to the baby, and he says, "I shall call him Junior."
Nice, I know. You'll see something like that, you know.
Oh, jeez. I mean, that's the exact line, by the way. Geez. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, Vin Diesel running around pretending to be a pregnant man. I don't know. That's the killer, isn't it?
Yeah.
Running around being a pregnant man.
With Danny DeVito,
yeah. And like you say, right? I don't know which of these guys, Statham and Vin Diesel, would more or less likely be a scientist, right? I think probably The Rock could probably pull it off just by sheer charisma. Okay.
He can pull it off, but like you've seen Rampage, right?
Yeah.
Like he pulls off the role, but I just still stand like I find it very hard to believe that you're a scientist. And even trying to justify, I'm like, no, I want to buy this, I want to, but I can't.
But is he more likely or less likely to be a scientist compared to the other two guys? I think Statham's the one that was the least likely to be a scientist.
He is, but then I can see his character, like, this is like him putting himself in a role that he became a scientist to prove people wrong.
Yeah.
Like, just that he did it like, well, you think I'm not that smart, I'll show you, and then do it, and you're like...
fair enough.
Like, you know, you've seen the other guys with Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
You know when he learns ballet, and the guy goes, why learn ballet? Oh, so I can bully people. Like, why would you do that? That seems like something Jason Statham would do.
Okay. I mean, I'm not sure 100% by it, but I don't think Vin Diesel would be great in this role either. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, well, he has been a witch hunter, so you know. Yeah.
Oh, true.
It's close enough. Joking. There's some science involved in that, I guess. I don't know.
Well, no, but Vin Diesel's all about the family, as Fast and Furious to tell you. So you know.
Well, technically, if we're going by that as well, he's a genius in that, really, because he pulls up laws of physics that makes no sense.
Yeah, and he's a detective when he's Xander Cage as well. But the problem is, they're not scientific.
No.
It's more of a deduction.
Yeah.
And a physicist, but not a biological scientist.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Physics is his thing, yeah.
All right. Well, it helps with the cars as well. So kind of when you apply the logic.
Yeah, it makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah.
All right. Yeah, your film.
My film. Okay. I am going to pick... And I haven't actually seen this.
Okay.
And it's going to be funny because the sort of film it is. Lost in Translation. I know the gist of it.
Oh, my goodness.
I know the gist of the film, so...
Yeah, but okay. So they're gonna play like these guys, right? even though I'm gonna choose first, I'm just gonna give the lowdown.
Mm.
They're gonna play an 18-year-old girl who's on a trip to Japan and bumped into a 70-something-year-old white guy, Bill Murray, that is.
Yeah.
And they hang out for like a week or something, a couple of days. Yeah, having fun.
Yeah.
You know what? No. Okay, I got it. Statham. I'll pick Statham for this.
Why did you pick Statham?
Wait. Who's your choice first?
My choice would be The Rock.
Okay, and we don't choose Vin Diesel because.
Actually, nah, not Vin Diesel.
Yeah, is it because? Don't look. Okay, I'll tell you why I chose Statham. Then maybe you can work out why we didn't choose Vin Diesel for some reason, right? But he's okay. Not necessarily playing an 18-year-old girl, right? But more like a guy who's. If we adapt the role for him, as in he's there in the town, whatever, right? He can play a guy who wants to go out and have a good time because of whatever in his life dragging him down. I've seen him in films do that.
Yeah, same.
So he not to say he can stereotypically play that role because he's done it, but just be like, oh, you know what? He can add a little bit of oomph to it because it's not too far from what I've seen him do.
Yeah.
You choose The Rock because
like he seems like he could be a fun dude.
Oh, definitely from being The Rock, yeah.
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 And like he's played characters who are like fun dudes, like in what's that film? Was it the sequel to Get
Smart.
Did that Get Smart? Oh yeah, and Get Smart as well. Yeah, he's in that. No, it's the sequel to Get Carter.
Get Shorty?
Yeah, Get Shorty. Yeah. When he's the flamboyant bodyguard, and he's funny in that. I thought, okay, if that character was in this film, it could be hilarious. Even though Lost in Translation, what I gather, it's not a comedy.
No.
It's quite a serious film.
It's more of a drama.
Yeah.
But if you're talking about a character who we're just guessing, by the way, I haven't seen it. But by going by the theme of it is like someone who's down and out a bit.
Yeah.
I think Statham fits that role and could play. I don't know if he could play exactly Scarlett Johansson's role in this. All right.
You might have to tweak it a bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I could. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I think you're right with Jason Statham.
Yeah.
Because he played those down out roles.
Well, the man has tried drama. Okay, to put it that way. Yeah, tried.
I'll say dramas I've seen him be okay.
Yeah, I think Vin Diesel's tried drama, but then has done some drama, but then he kind of has just become his action screen tough guy. Which doesn't help when you try to put him in other things that kind of are not action orientated.
Yeah. It doesn't really help, does it?
Yeah. All right, I'll go film that. A film here, right? I'm sure you've seen it. That any of these three would probably be good in. Last Action Hero.
Yeah.
You choose.
I'm gonna pick Vin for this. Just to be different.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Let me think. Because Vin was my first choice for this.
Okay.
Okay. I'll pick The Rock.
Okay. Why would you pick The Rock?
Yeah. First of all, I'll tell you why I didn't pick Statham, because I think it requires you actually being able to make fun of yourself, and have that self-depreciating comedic timing. Whereas all the one-liners in here, right? I don't see Statham pulling off with the cheesiness that is needed.
I don't know. I feel I could.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like his basic character in like Spy is that it's taking the mick out of like those agents that are
even
great.
when he was talking about him was on fire, he was delivering dead serious.
Yeah, and I think that would make it funnier.
Okay. To be fair, yes, maybe. Yeah, I see The Rock here because like it's all in the delivery, the nudge wink wink of it, right? So when he does something, he could just raise the eyebrow like, yeah, I am the man, and I know this is over the top. Like where he delivers like a good couple of one-liners in a row. I think he shot down an ice cream van or something like that, and said to cone a phrase or something. I'm like, man, but you got to deliver this cheese with so much oomph, right, that you're committed to it. And I believe, and Rock being Rock, even in wrestling, he delivers all as much stupidity as possible, as over the top as possible, knowing that he's in on the joke.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah,
but
you pick Vin Diesel because I would actually like to see Vin Diesel with something like this because it gives him a bit more of a variety of. He's set up his screen persona already.
Yeah.
So something like this gives him a chance to like poke fun at himself, the way it's positioned. So yeah,
that's what I think it'd be cool to see him because like in like some of the earlier films he's done. Like, even like that, kind of like the earlier Fast and Furious films.
Yeah.
He kind of like the first one. Some of the things he says are kind of like tongue in cheek and seems a bit like he knows this film is stupid, but I'm gonna go through it anyway.
Yeah.
Some of the delivery he does, even Triple X, the first one.
Yeah.
He's kind of like that. I was like, okay, that'd be quite cool to see him in like that film, just going full into it and just. Everything he says is a cheesy action hero one-liner.
Yeah, I would like to see it. Like at this point in his career, maybe he I don't necessarily like you've built up to a certain point, right? And you may be afraid to make people think that you're an idiot, right? Or because in this role you have to be a bit of a joke of a character sometimes.
Yeah.
So I just wonder if he because he's never done such things. Would he be a bit too trepidatious to do it?
I don't know. I think now's probably the best time in his career to do it now because you sort of established yourself, so you can sort of do things like that, and you show you're having fun now, rather than
and he can afford to do it. As in, he don't. He's built himself. What's one little poke the bear moment?
Yeah, exactly. So that'd be quite cool to see that. Yeah. Vin, you are funny. I've been telling people this forever, but no one knows.
Yeah. Oh, geez, yeah. So
that'd be cool. I'll be damned to see that.
Because he could go so over the top with it, as in the craziness that he does in the Fast and Furious movies.
Yeah.
That Jack Slater, the last action hero, managed to survive, right? And then when he comes into the real world, none of that stuff works.
Yeah.
And then they got to put it back in the movie screen for him to just shrug it all off as though it was nothing. Perfect.
See, I'm saying that would be a great thing to see. Vin do that. And if they get to throw in little Fast and Furious jokes as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, that's what I agree with what you're saying. At this moment, he could do it. He should do it.
Yeah.
I would like to see it as well. But but I feel this role here, The Rock would be better in.
Yeah, eventually. Yeah, to be fair, he would be better in it. But it just seems to something he would do. I want to see something different.
Yes. Yeah. That does also mean that I'm gonna throw a little bit. Well, yeah. I mean, I threw some action movies in here, but then there's some there's quite a bit of there's cool action movies in here, and there's quite a mix of other random comedies that Arnold tried to do. So we'll go back and forth on those.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. All right. My next film from the glorious IMDb page of one Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah.
I would like to see them do any of those characters in. I haven't seen this yet, and I really want to, but I haven't got around to doing it. But I know just a bit again. Her.
All right. For a minute, I thought you were going to say Under the Skin, because that'd have been something.
What's Under the Skin? Check that out.
It's a movie where she does. She's an alien. Okay. she's an alien.
Hmm.
She's seducing men to absorb their life forces.
Oh,
yeah, that's the one. There's some nudity in that.
Okay.
Yeah. Not that I've seen it, I've just heard about it. But I'm like, I thought you were going to choose that. These guys, that'd be kind of something because they have to go around seducing men.
Hey, man.
Or women, right? But you know.
Yeah. And her, where she's the Siri on the phone.
Oh wait, okay. I get a first choice, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Vin Diesel.
Okay. Yeah, he's got the seductive voice that someone could fall in love with.
Yes.
Being a robot. Yeah. No, okay. I'll buy that. The Rock's voice is not be bad. I like the Rock, but no.
The Rock's voice fits particular things.
Yeah.
I'm not sure 100% it would fit this.
No, it wouldn't help. Like you're going, hey Google. Oh crap, mine's gonna go off now. Yeah, hey blah blah blah. How do you get to this? Hearing the Rock say that, I'd be like, oh,
sorry,
that's kind of.
I didn't
There we go.
There you go.
Yeah, like it wouldn't be as good as hearing Vin Diesel.
Yeah,
because he's got like.
But there's other reasoning as well. I'll go on that. But why do we not choose Statham? Is it because his voice?
No. I want to pick Statham. I want to pick Statham because it'd be hilarious.
His voice, I think, though, Statham, as jokes as it would be, I think he when you hear the Cockney Mockney of it, right? I don't know how many people.
Yeah.
I don't know how many people you seduce. Probably a set amount of the audience, but as I said it before, yeah, Vin Diesel's voice acting is really good.
Yeah.
He even played a robot in Iron Giant.
Yeah.
Right. And he like he that deep. Oh Jesus, the way I'm gonna have to play it. The deep gruff seductive undertones of the intimate Vin Diesel voice. Oh Jesus. I don't know how we're gonna. But I believe that the way that he reads certain things, I believe you can. I think, strangely enough, he does throw a lot more emotion in his voice.
Yeah, he does.
When he's not actually physically on screen.
Yeah,
it's a weird one.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, because like we got everything from what we needed from Groot, with him saying about 4 words.
Yeah.
Yeah, and never on screen. So, but I think that's because when you see Vin Diesel, you envision Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
When you hear Vin Diesel, and he could be anything. But yeah, I think also it's because he's not on screen himself. He's not he's not being too aware. He doesn't necessarily be aware of how he portrays his on-screen persona.
Yeah.
You chose The Rock because.
No, I didn't choose The Rock. I chose Jason Statham.
All right. Okay.
Because I think he can, if he wanted to, he could probably talk with a very calm British accent rather than his Cockney blah blah. And I think if Joaquin Phoenix's character was a woman, she could fall in love with his seductive gentleman voice.
Okay, hold on a minute.
That's if you want to go serious with it. But if you want to go my way, where it's a joke.
That's the thing. Like, okay, let me backtrack a second and say, has Jason Statham ever played anything with this? And what gives you the impression, right? And I'm not having a go at you here because I just want genuinely maybe I missed something, right? The impression that Jason Statham can pull off a London like estuary accent.
I don't know if he's from London. He should be able to do it.
It's true. You know, it's true. Yeah. And just to say, he's never done it doesn't mean he can't do it, right? I'm sure he can clean his what do you call it?
Vocabulary.
Class. I don't want to say his class because that makes but yeah.
Clean up his vocabulary, I would say.
Yeah, and pronunciation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not impossible.
No.
Yeah.
If Jude Law can do it, he can.
Yeah. All right.
It's a side tangent. I don't know why I just brought it up because I said Jude Law. His American accent in Spy is hilarious. Well, I just wanted to bring that up.
So we say no for The Rock because
his voice is. I don't think he'll suit that role. Yeah.
Well, to be also fair, I haven't heard the Rock do voice acting. I think Statham did voice acting in Romeo and Juliet. Not that I've seen that, right?
Oh,
but I think has the Rock done voice acting? Oh no, he has. He has. Yeah,
not been that great, if I'm honest. But
no, but in the Super Pets movie.
Yeah, I haven't seen that, but
I haven't seen it as well, so I can't judge it.
The bits I've seen, I was like, oh, like trailers and stuff, like, oh.
Oh, to be fair as well, when he was narrating the beginning of Black Adam.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. I'll choose. All right. Oh, yeah. Okay. Predator, Dutch.
That's Tony. I don't even know if The Rock can pull that off. I don't. Oh, this is a hard one because I can't see any of them really playing Dutch.
Oh, I've got a choice. I've got yeah.
I really. Vin Diesel, I guess.
Okay. I was gonna choose Statham. First of all, and the reason I choose The Rock is at least they're the size of a Predator, right? And they're meant to be the underdog.
Yeah.
Rock is so massive, right? That I could believe he could fist fight a Predator.
Yeah.
And he kind of as big as Arnold is, right? He just seemed he one back fist and he went flying. Whereas The Rock, I suppose, he could probably absorb that back fist a bit more and not go flying as far back. The size he is. Yeah. Why did you
wait? Would you say that The Rock's bigger than Arnold in his prime?
No, what now?
No, like.
Oh, you mean during the film? As would I say?
Yeah.
At this point, I probably The Rock is bigger than Arnold in that film.
Yeah.
Because you got height as well and width, but because he's also taller.
Yeah. Good point. Yeah. Forgot about that.
Yeah. Yeah. So you picked Vin Diesel because. So let me point out, right? If this was a Vin Diesel film, he would actually fist fight the Predator as well.
Yeah, of course he would.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't be on par with him, of course.
Well, this is Vin Diesel,
I think even he would realise, like, I can't actually. I have to check my ego a bit for this because I don't think he possibly could, like, hand-to-hand fight.
Well, no. But this man thought he could hand-to-hand fight Donnie Yen, so.
What in
in Triple X?
Triple X 2?
Yeah.
Or 3. Sorry, 3.
Triple X 3. To be fair, they were fighting on a highway, so it wasn't like that much hand to hand.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was. Yeah.
But it's an alien. It's not it's not Donnie Yen. Donnie Yen's a mere man.
Yeah. A man fighting a god. What are we talking about? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. A god fighting alien is a different story.
Yeah.
It could be evenly matched, I reckon, probably.
All right. So okay. All right. Applying the logic of Vin Diesel in this, by the way. I could see how if Dominic Toretto's got certain abilities similar to Xander Cage's abilities, and we're talking about the deductive reasoning of being able to put stuff wherever, work out whatever is going on by just looking at it somehow.
Yeah.
He could set up them traps and probably cut this film in half.
Yeah. With his pre-called vision, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So Statham, I can see him going in there being the what are they, military commando unit, right?
Yeah.
Right. He throw that big knife machete into the guerrilla Vietnam soldier. And then he'll when the guy's pinned against the wall, when the force of the throw is so powerful that the knife just basically launches the guy into the wall behind. Yeah. And then Jason turns around, smirks, and says, "Stick around."
Stick around, yeah.
Yeah, I can see that like being pulled off. Also because he's small as well. I mean, I don't want to say he's not a small man, but he's smaller than the other two. Yeah.
Yeah.
I could buy him to be an underdog, and when he eventually does win, because it's Statham, right? Because he's a tough guy, it wouldn't be too out of the realms of possibility either.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
Like, but I was gonna say I could see Statham more in Predator 2, but you made it
well, no, but you got a point. You got a point because you like, yeah. I could see Statham buying probably more better in an urban environment and using, like, he's more weapon-based guy as well. Like, when I say martial arts, I mean, like, he does use weapons and stuff, right?
Yeah.
In the jungle, where you got branches, trees, logs, once you run out of your weapon, unless you're going in there with, like, blades and all sorts of craziness. Yeah.
So I could see that.
Yeah.
Or
I
could see all three of them in the Predators.
The Predators.
Yeah.
The one with Adrian Brody.
Yeah. I can see
You know what?
I
bet you, okay. Let me do a little side tangent question here, right?
Yeah, go for
so let's just put all three of them in the Predator. Yeah.
Yeah.
All Predators, whichever one. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and they're all there, right? What order do you think they would die as per the actors saying? You know what? Yeah. I mean, because they have a degree of control. Yeah.
Yeah.
And let's just say Vin Diesel is not an executive producer in this film. Okay.
Yeah.
What order do you think they would die as characters in this film? In the Predator or Predators or whichever Predator film you want to do it?
I feel that The Rock would be the last one to die.
Oh yeah? I would think The Rock probably be the first to die because he like he in wrestling he knows how to build up a good heel and doing the job is not a bad thing.
Yeah.
To set the stakes as well.
Yeah, it's not like that. I reckon because of out of these three, he's probably the biggest selling actor out of all these guys.
Okay.
So you keep him for last. Or wouldn't die.
All right. In fact, but you might even want to kill it first just to set the tone and be the opposition of that thinking.
Yeah, you would think that, but
yeah.
I don't know if studios will let that happen.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's only like sort of worked with some films, and then other films had like huge backlash.
It's true. Yeah. It's true, but when I say the order of the death, I don't mean like literally die 5 minutes into the film.
No, but I mean.
Which order they would die during the film, you know.
Yeah, I still think Rocky might be LB's last one.
Right. You reckon he'll cut promos on the Predator?
Yeah, of course.
When the Predator's got him, when he's like, "Come on, kill me now," right? What are you waiting for? No, you just cut a rock promo on the Predator to get the Predator to try and kill him. You can't.
Be like them cheesy, crappy promos he cut in that film Doom. Even though I like that film Doom, but yeah, in that some stuff he says, "No, like really."
Yeah.
Sure. I guess.
Infuriate the Predator into try and kill him there and then, you know?
Yeah. And then when the Predator's last words, it won't be like, it'll be, ha, ha, ha. It'll be, do you smell what they're on? And then it'll blow up.
If you smell la 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 la.
And then that's the only point he keeps saying, la 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 la, and then he notices the bomb and he has to run like a 10k in 5 seconds, yeah.
which I can believe the Rock can do. No, I really can't. All right, you choose a film.
All right, I choose a film. All right, let's go for one that we all know, and I haven't got around to seeing this, and I want to because of the controversy it's stirred. Goes to the Shell.
Oh my goodness. First of all, let me just say they're all gonna be, no matter who we cast there.
Yeah, we're all gonna get some complaint about
it. Oh, okay, no. I know who I'm gonna. I know who I'd choose to avoid the controversy of whitewashing, and that'd be the guy who isn't white, right?
Yeah.
But who's best on that role? On the other hand, jeez.
I would never know.
Jeez. Oh, you've. Okay. Oh, jeez. I might choose Vin Diesel.
Yeah, I can actually buy that, if I'm honest.
It's not a. I think it's more of a knock on the quality of Ghost in the Shell. I mean, it's not a great film, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a high budget kind of movie that's not worth the money that it was made with.
Okay, yeah.
Kind of. It looks good, but the presentation isn't everything.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, who do you choose?
Again, it won't be The Rock.
Okay.
Might have to be Statham.
All right, and why didn't we choose The Rock here?
Just can't buy him playing that role. He just.
I think the size works against him in here, yeah?
Yeah, size works. Not saying that he's like a one-note character actor, but yeah, I don't think he could pull off a role like that.
Of these guys, the best dramatic actor has probably been the one who has done dramatic acting is Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
And like at the end of towards the end of Multifacial, where he's delivering that monologue and stuff like that, where he carries the like his backstory about telling out his dad, watching the whatever, and how he was trying to make his dad proud and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I if he gives some of that oomph to this role, I think not. First of all, none of these guys can put. This role is probably not suitable for any of them.
No.
but I think Vin Diesel has the most oomph he can help deliver.
Yeah. He's only, like you said, like literally just said, he's the only one sort of played like serious roles. May not have been good, but he's tried his stab at serious character-based films.
Yeah,
I get that. Again, going back to my choice, like the reason why I picked Jason Statham, because like we said earlier, he can be a man who can act without saying much words, because like facial expressions and stuff. Yeah,
it's true.
So I guess he would work for that.
I definitely could do with the physicality involved in it. Though I don't. To be fair as well, the feminine grace that you need, right? Because she does some like martial arts stuff, but it was probably not really her body double, whatever, right? But the movements, the physical movements of these guys, I would say Vin Diesel's the clunkiest mover, right? The Rock has wrestling training, but he's quite big now. But Vin Diesel has done Statham's done martial arts and stuff like that. So who could do roundhouse kick from all these three guys?
Statham.
Exactly.
Yeah. And viable. Yeah.
I mean, she's got to do that. You remember, she's got to chase the guy. They got to chase the guy, camo, and then spin kick them as well. So with Vin Diesel and The Rock, it would just be a back fist or a straight hook, or just grab them and just throw them across the rooftop. But
so much drama in that. Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. Okay. I don't know if you've seen it.
Right.
Maggie.
Yeah, I've seen Maggie.
Yeah.
Okay. Dope. Yeah.
So this is the film where Arnold's teenage daughter is slowly turning into a zombie. Yeah. Okay, so Vin Diesel.
That was like his first film in a while as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
You picking Vin? You're picking Vin?
No, you're picking first.
All right, I'm picking first. I would pick because it's all about family. I'll pick Vin Diesel, man.
Yes, and I would have picked him as well. But I'm gonna go for someone else now. Right. Let me think. Ooh. I'm gonna have to say Jason Statham, though I do think that you did pick the best pick.
Yeah. because I live my life 1/4 mile at a time.
Yeah.
Because, like, I reckon he would be good because, again, going back to stuff I already said, but he can play that guy who seems strong but has emotional little. Yeah, he has like humanity to him. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like he can seem conflicted but still be strong. Well, he's early acting days anyway, but you know, like
even here, based on how he plays. Honestly, how he plays Dominic Toretto, right? But it's all about how he's set up. It's all about the family, like we're saying.
Yeah.
And then now this is basically his family that's the enemy, but not John Cena because he beat up John Cena, right?
Yeah. Even though he made John Cena become the bad guy, but yeah.
yeah.
Still didn't talk to him, you know, just.
Yeah. Okay, let me see why I think Stephen. All right. Okay. I believe the Rock, like you say, has not done too much drama in the dramatic action roles, right? But why didn't you choose the Rock?
I don't know. Somehow, I think it will turn into more about him than her. And I don't know.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, because like, not that he's not a selfish actor. First of all, that's what we're saying. But it probably centered more around him than her.
Yeah.
Sort of. Yeah.
And like, I don't know. Besides the film San Andreas, I don't remember ever seeing him play a father in a film. Oh, that's stupid. He plays a father in Fast and Furious. Never mind.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say Faster.
Oh, yeah, running that. Yeah. I forgot about Faster. Yeah, no,
I feel like Rock would try to add like a more alleviate the situation by making trying to make jokes to a certain degree. Not like you know when you're in a dramatic, you are in a really harsh situation. You try to lighten the mood by cracking, you know, whatever, right?
Yeah.
I think Rock is more that type of. He was playing more that type of way.
Yeah, I believe that.
Whereas it's probably just straight drama.
Yeah, which. Yeah, you need that sort of commitment rather than. How about in this bit we make this little joke? Like, wait, what? Why? What do we?
Not to get necessarily a chuckle in the audience, but when things are going a bit too deep, you need to kind of readjust.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah.
You don't want people crying all the time, right?
No.
No, but yeah. I don't know. I have a feeling that Statham can play those sour, dour characters. Yeah.
I want to say the film The Mechanic, isn't it?
What's that film? There was one where he was in Soho. I can't remember. No, I can't remember. Not Wild Card. What am I thinking of? Let me just have a look at my Statham filmography. But I think he has. He has the persona to pull off like to something gruff, right?
Yeah.
Something a bit sad. No, not necessarily sad. But what I'm saying is like it's not a comedy situation. You know, it's not. It's a dark kind of. Yeah, I think. Yeah.
I agree.
I mean, he was Safe was one of those films where he did, and I think was one of the, maybe the one I was talking about is Blitz. Before. Yeah.
And also, you know, he was in like the Italian Job where he was joking. That film. Bless. But yeah. Everyone, I reckon, except for The Rock, I couldn't see him as well.
All right.
Just seems weird.
Okay. Was that me or you?
That was you.
Yeah.
You put Maggie.
Yeah.
Okay.
We need to so lot for it, but I was like, what did I name? I forgot.
We have a quick butchers. I could do an obvious one, but that's a bit obvious.
Try to do mix. Try to be, but yeah. Considering you chose a woman, it's really weird.
The Island, the Michael Bay.
Okay.
Early bang bang catastrophe film.
All right. Well, firstly, it's going to be completely weird because why would any of these guys need Ewan McGregor to rescue them?
Yeah. You can work around that in the script somehow.
Yeah, but okay. Jeez. Wow. Okay. Okay. This is not easy.
No.
Okay. I might choose. Oof. I might choose The Rock.
Okay.
You choose?
I would have chosen The Rock as well, but
All right.
I would probably pick Vin Diesel, but hear me out. Even it kind of works with if I pick The Rock as well.
Yeah.
It would be kind of Island, but be kind of like Bad Boys at the same time.
Okay. Explain.
Because like I forgot the reason why he rescues her and all that stuff, and then they go on that weird finding the clones, all that weird story, which is I liked it, but anyway, you kind of change it to like a weird buddy action film rather than a weird, romantic, creepy thing.
Let me just clarify.
Yeah.
To the people listening, if they've never seen the Island, because you said the weird cloning thing. Okay, so they are created, right?
Yeah.
So people are cloned, right?
Yeah.
So then their organs can be harvested for whenever their initial version, the one that's not on the island, is injured, right?
Yeah.
And then they can, just kind of put that
harvest their goods or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Now, as far as Vin Diesel's screen persona is concerned, he didn't get hurt, nothing, so we never need a clone, right?
Well, and this is before he became big, so. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, no, I was just jokingly going to say the reason I didn't choose Vin Diesel is he didn't get hurt at all. So why would he ever need why would he ever need a clone body?
Yeah, why would he?
Exactly.
Why would he need that?
Yeah. But you know that whoever is this, by the way, has got to woo Ewan McGregor and do the deed.
Yeah.
I already said The Rock. So, yeah. No, okay. Let's see. Wow. Okay. All right. So, as far as I can see, based on the catalog of these actors, these movie stars, The Rock would probably choose a project like this to do. Whereas, and funny enough, I'm defending not based on their actual acting skill.
Yeah.
Basing on who I think would actually choose to do a film like this. In this case, because wow, I don't think the acting skills is going to be help them much in this at all.
No, not really.
Yeah. You chose Statham, right?
Yep. No, I chose Vin.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah. Because you kind of like make it into a buddy sort of thing, and Ewan McGregor is the down to earth kind of somewhat comedy relief character, and Vin Diesel will be the clone fresh out of water. He doesn't understand danger, and then he kind of learns danger through the film. So yeah, I reckon it could work.
Oh, yeah. But then you'd tweak the film in the way that it would work.
Yeah, you have to do that.
Yeah.
Because
the film. Go on.
Because unless you make it into a... Because, wait, it's not... It is kind of a... It's kind of like a romantic angle to that film as well. So you have to get rid of that anyway.
It's true. It is true. You're right there. Okay. So we adjusted to saying who would be the best. When I say partner, obviously don't mean like that, but what best to play off Ewan McGregor? Yeah, is that how you're tweaking the film?
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. Okay. Let me. Right. Okay. Do you want a serious one or do you want a not so serious one?
I don't mind. Surprising.
Okay. All right. Batman and Robin.
Oh yeah, hey Mr. Freeze, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah.
Who do you think of these guys will pull off the best Mr. Well, as far as this movie's concerned, anyways, who would fit best in this movie?
Probably. Actually, no, The Rock. Nah, The Rock can make it purposely funny.
Yeah.
I would say Vin Diesel again.
Oh, jeez. All right. Well, I will choose The Rock. And the reason I didn't choose Statham is like you're saying. I think he's a bit too serious for this role. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he's. Even if he changed the way he's he's the end hard man accent.
No, actually. But here's the thing, right? If he plays it as he knows the film is a joke, I think he can actually put it off pretty well as well.
Yeah.
But I would have chosen The Rock.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think, funny enough, I do think the person who I wouldn't choose for the role is Vin Diesel because it's a joke of a role and look how many one-liners you're gonna spout out and stuff. I know The Rock can pull them off with enough cheese that he's like, oh, I'm not. Yes, this is. I'm all in on the silliness as well. Wink, nudge, nudge at the audience.
Yeah. But it would be funny to see Vin Diesel say that role seriously and have it come funny. So that's why I would probably. That's why I would pick him to just see how it is.
Yeah, I suppose. Okay, it's more intriguing to see how Vin Diesel he would pull it off, right? But could he pull it off?
Yeah, man, he's a god. He pull off anything.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, it is about family after all, right?
Yeah,
because
and he's trying to bring back his frozen wife, who's
yeah, and then he can help Batman bring back his own butler, and Poison Ivy bring the her family of plants and stuff like that. So okay, there's something to that.
Yeah, it could work. It can work.
Yeah. All right.
That's why. I'm pretty sure. Like we said this before when we spoke about Batman and Robin and that. They were trying to make a serious film and it just happened to come off stupid, and they just fall into it now and say, yeah, we was all trying to make.
Wait, in that neon world, right? In that neon world of rubber sculpted nipple suits.
Yeah, it was the 90s, You do that
Yeah. I think Rock would fit in there because he'll know. Just look at the stage, right? Look at the movie setup of here. We know exactly what we're doing. You know?
So.
And then he could call all his peons jabronis and stuff like that.
Yeah, but then that's when you're purposely making it funny. When you're trying to make it serious and it comes funny, it's more funny.
All right, fair enough. All right, so your film now.
My film. Okay. I haven't seen that. So I haven't seen this either, but I get the gist of it.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of the name says it all. We bought a zoo.
Okay.
All right. If, for people who don't know, it's a film with Scarlett Johansson and
Matt Damon.
And Matt Damon buys a zoo for cheap, so he moves him and his family on there, and then hijinks the zoo.
All right.
I haven't seen it, but...
And are we saying how are we tweaking the film? Because are we gonna say they're gonna be playing Matt Damon's husband or a partner?
Yeah, because this came out in when did it come out? In a year. It came out
2011.
Yeah, people
all
were
right. I get first choice. Yeah.
Then, so yeah.
I get first choice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jason Statham.
Okay. Nice. I would pick The Rock for this.
Okay.
Yeah. And he could be the Scarlett Johansson character, who I'm guessing is the level-headed one.
All right. I think Statham because I can imagine Statham like if he was a character that's in a male relationship.
Yeah.
He's got like he's been obviously the butch, right?
Yeah.
Quite obviously.
Yeah.
But he's got that gruff tone where it's like, oh look, man, I mean, he means well, but he doesn't necessarily portray it how much he cares because he's such a hard man. So the bickering could go well. I don't know how much bickering they do in this movie.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's actually a good idea. I like your version.
I'm just putting it out of nowhere. And you say The Rock because
like I was saying it now, I was like, oh, he could be the straight laced one because I think the wife's like that. But I was like, The Rock doesn't really do that very well.
No, but the Rock, I can out of all these guys, right? The Rock is the one that's so less protective of his screen persona that if Matt Damon was his husband, I could see him playing a role like that.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
I just choose Statham because of his character that what I assume would be how the movie's portrayed, like the character in the movie is portrayed, like you can take care of the zoo and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Mapping off to a lion or not mapping, but you know, if you're gonna leave the zoo, right, and you got wacky zoo animals there, like a crocodile and stuff like that. I can see Statham herding them things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you win.
I don't know how well he's gonna act as if Matt Damon's is is his yeah.
That makes sense.
All right. Okay. One more and then one more from me, one more from you. Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Okay. Jeez. Oh. Oh no. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'll choose one that I think any of these guys could work in, and then we'll have a. Okay. True Lies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Indeed. All right. I'll go first, right? I'm going to pick again my boy Vin Diesel.
Okay. Yeah. I'll probably pick Statham actually. Though I could. I mean. Yeah. Not that The Rock wouldn't do good in this either, because this is all this movie is kind of their entire forte.
Yeah, but I feel like The Rock's probably done a movie like this, or a movie like this is coming up. So
yeah. He's probably the best one in terms of when you look at his catalog, matches up with this the most.
Yeah.
But you choose Vin Diesel because
again the straight lace stuff, man. I think he would pull it off. And he's again all about family, and he would protect his family by lying that he's not really a spy until it comes out, and then
it's true. I think there's a particular scene where they got a truth serum on Arnold, and it basically he's just telling them all sorts of stuff, and then how he's going to break their necks and whatnot like, when he gets away and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Right. And I think they all can pull that off. I just think that the action will be slicker with Statham doing it.
Yeah, it would. Yeah. You probably need less of a stunt team as well.
But he'd probably bring a harder edge. And when I say okay, So there's the Arnold's delivery is charismatic but not too harsh, right? I think Statham will add some more edge to delivery, but make it funnier in the process. You know what I mean? Because it's like a bit. It comes up. It's like he's just annoyed and agitated at a situation at times.
Yeah.
Just simply by his voice.
That makes. Yes.
Yeah. Your boy Vin Diesel. You're saying
that he's awesome.
All right, fair enough. Though I do think something like this would work actually quite well for Vin Diesel.
Yeah, it would. Like it's his sort of wheelhouse, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
Because like this, even though he's kind of done a film like I'll say similar.
You gonna say Bloodshot?
Yeah, kind of that.
Okay.
Babylon AD to reach an extent, like it's kind of like the same sort of thing. Or any film of his in like the late 2000s, yeah.
Okay,
like
fair enough.
Oh, he's so repetitive. Yeah. But yes, I think he could. My personal opinion, I think he'll do pretty good in it.
Okay, so your last film, your last choice.
My last choice. Okay. So it's kind of an easy one, but it's quite hard as well because of the character she plays.
Yeah.
I don't want to pick any of the films in the same universe because it will be the same. Black Widow.
Okay. All right. Right. Okay.
Well, actually, no. Iron Man 2.
No, we could go because like when we spoke about Terminator, we kind of went into Terminator 2 as well a little bit. So
yeah,
I suppose we could.
Yeah,
Exactly. It's a all right. Wow. Okay. All right. Oh jeez. Okay. I might have to say Vin Diesel.
Okay. That's strange.
Yeah, but it's strange options for a strange choice, you know?
Yeah. I would have to pick Jason Statham.
Okay. All right. And we don't pick The Rock because
he can't be a spy.
What?
It's too obvious.
Yeah, okay. Well, as well, when you go through that universe and you look at it, right? And you're thinking, right, so look at Thor. Now look at your Black Widow. They're the same size.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Make no sense.
Yeah. Not that it makes more sense with the guys we've got anyway.
No, it doesn't, but you know.
All right. Okay, Vin Diesel. All right. So we're talking about a character who is highly capable, right?
Yeah.
The trickster, god of mischief himself, right? Yeah. Who can seduce the Hulk? Well, not really. Calms the Hulk. How do you want to do it?
Mellows out the Hulk. Yeah, calms the Hulk. Same thing.
Yeah. Only loses to super soldiers and enhanced beings. You know, I mean, Vin Diesel, has he ever lost to anyone that was a fellow human? Exactly.
No.
Though I'm not so sure if he can grab. Okay, so can Vin Diesel lock Sebastian Stan in a guillotine choke and elbow the top of his head on back style? Well, you know.
No, just throw him instead because that's what he does, isn't it?
Yeah. All right, I see your argument from a mile away. Based on what you just said now, right? Jason Statham could probably pull off more of the maneuverings of Black Widow than any of these guys, right?
Yeah, and he could pass for like a spy because he's not huge or anything. Or
It's true.
Stand
Can
out.
he trick Loki though? Could you accept, right, that Jason Statham could use that Black Widow trick that she tricked Thingamajig with? In Avengers.
Maybe. Probably not. I don't know. He actually, yeah, because he's quite charming. I reckon he could. He broke through the same way, but
What about at the beginning of Avengers, where she's tied to the chair?
Hard. Yeah, I don't know. That'd be quite
I
hard.
can see Vin Diesel being tied up to a chair as pretend to get beat up and then he just breaks out of the chair and then beats up everyone else because that's what Vin Diesel does, right? So how do they do Iron Man 2 where they do lingerie photos?
Yeah, remember Jason Statham, yeah, because he's what we said.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. He can be in the speedos from his swimming days. Yeah.
Right.
I think that tweaks it for you now. I have to put no, what are you talking about? In the early Vin Diesel where he just walks around with that white vest all the time.
Yeah, well, that's not the same as lingerie, Anyone walk around in a white vest. Yeah.
Okay. When I think of lingerie, I mean I thought we were gonna adjust it so it's not actually in lingerie.
Yeah, well, it could be a male model. Yeah, I get what you mean, but lingerie kind of fits with the film.
All right. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I have all these guys, right? To be honest, straight up, if one of these guys had go in there and fight a whole bunch of women because of the Black Widows, right? I could see Statham being the one that'd be like, you know what? Gender equality, here we go. Yeah, you guys want to fight me? I'll fight you all, right? But I'll probably even Diesel more like trying to avoid not fighting them. Yeah, it hurting them.
But then thinking about it now, if they went that route, wouldn't they kind of have to change the whole Black Widow thing to be men instead? Because why would you have one random man as a Black Widow?
All right, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, okay. I suppose. I mean, yeah, okay. All right, fine. But how do they pull off in the Black Widow film where they go? Okay. So, if they got someone play their mum and dad, and then they have the would it be a younger brother relationship in this? Then would you say?
Yeah, younger brother. Yeah.
I'm thinking, who can play Vin Diesel's dad? Who would be so awesome for Vin Diesel to play Vin Diesel's dad? If Vin Diesel probably plays his own dad because he's that damn awesome.
Yeah,
his own dad just with the beard.
I reckon Kurt Russell actually, because Kurt Russell is like the best actor of all time.
But for the dad for Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then Kurt Russell plays Star Wars dad, so that's nothing that change. Yeah, I don't know. Would be hard to think of.
Yeah.
Like you said, just be his own dad. Time.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm sure The Rock could get someone to play. Yeah. I the other two, right? Not Vin Diesel, but The Rock and Statham. I can accept if they had a dad character, it could be just like. It don't have to be someone special, like someone of a big brand name, more like a cameo or whatever, you know? Someone not necessarily stunt casting, but it'd be like, oh yeah. But unless someone like who's similar screen persona to Vin Diesel, which I mean is Steven Seagal, right?
Nah,
no, that's what I'm saying. Like that'd be wacky.
Nah, that's beneath Vin Diesel, man. Why are you going?
Oh, what are you talking about?
Yeah, and who's
first of all, I'm okay. I'm not saying I want Steven Seagal to play Vin Diesel's dad. I'm just saying based on how they portray themselves on screen.
Yeah.
If your dad is meant to be as awesome as yourself, right? Then who's aside from Mike Tyson, right? Who's ever beaten Steven Seagal in a screen fight?
I don't know, because like 90% of Steven Seagal's films are like straight to DVD now, so no one cares. So that doesn't really count, really, to be fair. No, screw it. Not Steven Seagal. He can't play anyone's dad.
That's what I'm saying. He'll play himself with a beard or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, like you're saying, they probably have to tweak it all to white. they have to be males or something like that.
Yeah, they would have to. Because it wouldn't make no sense of it.
But then, are you saying that these males? Okay, so if they're the characters, right? And in Age of Ultron, where she was in that relationship with Bruce Banner, these guys.
Yeah, you can make that to a gay relationship. So 2015, people were acceptable.
Yeah, but who would be able to play such? Which of these guys would play that best?
Just for the voice, Vin Diesel.
They'll like Rock's always built like a Hulk himself, you know.
Yeah, only because of the voice, I'll say Vin Diesel because he's got that weird soothing voice as well. So that's any other reason I say you could.
So when they do that scene where Ultron's firing, shooting in the Avengers tower, right? And when Black Widow grabs Bruce Banner and they fall over the bar, right? And then, so if we switch out one of these guys, I could probably see Bruce Banner's face in Vin Diesel's chest. All right, okay. Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice pillow.
Well, look, of all these, you know the delivery of the sun's going down low.
Yeah.
He'd probably pull it off the most.
Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
The thing, like, he's got that soothing voice.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. I'm gonna say your choice of film. To be fair, it was random, completely random, right? But it kind of tipped the scales completely to the other end.
The crazy end.
Yeah. Yeah. So that'll be that for this episode.
Yeah.
Very strange episode at some points, yeah. I thought it was just gonna be more like, we were gonna choose. You might have chosen another action star, but to be fair, you know, hey, if you got to choose all random people, if you chose Mila Djokovic, for example, right? There's some films that these guys could have worked in, but Scarlett Johansson's
her library's quite diverse.
Yeah. What's that film she did with Chris Evans? Not The Avengers. The one where they had to break into a school to get the test. Is it the school?
Ooh, when did
1990 something.
Not the pig. Give me a second. I will.
Yeah.
Go find out.
Yeah. I mean, there's some other choices here that I was going to like say about the Running Man and stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
yeah. That might have been a bit more of an obvious one. The Kindergarten Cop. You know, that would have been. I think Kindergarten Cop might have worked like.
Yeah, I could have worked with any of them. To be fair.
Yeah.
The film she's with Chris Evans is called The Perfect Score.
That's the one. Yeah.
So we got this film. Yeah.
Yeah, Twins would have been weird.
Yeah, Twins would have been weird.
Not being like weird, like they would have kind of fit it, but then you'd have to be depending on who's the defective twin, so to speak. Yeah. Any other ones on your? Oh, Conan Barbarian here as well.
Oh yeah, Conan.
Yeah.
There's for Scarlett. There's like, I forgot she's in Hancock, but I don't know if she's in Hancock for that long.
I don't remember seeing her in it.
Yeah, I'm saying I think she was like a small role in it. Because it's mostly Eva Lango. It's not Eva Lango. Eva Mendes.
Eva Mendes and is Charlize Theron.
I think so. No, Eva Mendes. No, you're thinking of Hancock.
Oh, what did you say?
Oh, the Hitchcock. Oh, wait, nope, never seen this film. It's a film relationship between Alfred Hitchcock and his wife. Okay, right. No, I haven't seen that.
No, okay.
I think of Hitched with.
Oh, right, gotcha. Okay.
As He's Just Not That Into You. That's a romantic comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be fair, your choices gave it more. Certain one of your choices had to you had to kind of stretch their dramatic acting ability.
Yeah.
So sometimes it was, are they actually capable of doing this? Other times it's like it tweaks the role to be like, you know, the opposing gender, which is something else these guys would probably like. Interesting. Can any of them pull off such a thing? Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
Well, yeah, it'd be interesting to see if the first one of these guys that actually plays a non-heterosexual role.
Oh, The Rock.
Is he played?
Yeah, in that Get Shorty.
Was he that?
Yeah.
Was he?
Yeah,
I haven't seen
he's
it.
the gay bouncer to Vin Vaughn's
right,
character.
right.
Not bouncer, bodyguard. Yeah.
No, but is that an extended role based on having a relationship, or is he just happen to be gay in it?
I think they play upon the gay stuff in it.
Okay, all right.
If I remember correctly. I haven't seen it in years. I watched it a lot, but I can't remember, to be fair.
Okay.
Because they make some like slurs about him being gay. I'm like, oh, that's not going to hold up in this day and age.
All right, well, I have to check out how The Rock plays it, because when Wesley Snipes does some of this stuff where he pretends to be a fashion designer, he goes full on. He went like in a film. I can't remember what film it was, right? But he was a spy or whatever it is, right? Agent, and he had to infiltrate some. They just go into the airplane or whatever it was, and they pretend to be wheeling something and when the criminals were like, "What are you doing here?" He just went camp limp wrist with his eyes blinking at them and the hip movements. Yeah, I was like, all right, Wesley, all right,
Yeah, The Rock kind of does that stuff and Get Shorty.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to see. I'll probably find the scene and see if I can watch The Rock in it somewhere to do that. We'll see how that works out.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Again, the stuff they says, it was not advisable in this day and age. But
The Rock has said The Rock as The Rock. Right? Dwayne Johnson as The Rock has said some really, really over the top stuff as as you do in wrestling. He's not safe for nowadays-ish kind of humor.
No.
Yeah.
And some of that stuff, because I've seen stuff, it's like, that's kind of cringe now. It's like,
to be fair, it was like at The Rock, you mean?
Yeah.
It probably cringed then as well. But
I don't know, I think then it was kind of acceptable, but I'm pretty sure like 2 years after he did it, he probably like, that's cringe.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think it helps him being so charismatic as well. When he says certain things, you're like, okay, that's for a laugh. But at the same time, you're like, you know what? Yeah.
Yeah, like when he tried to speak Chinese, I saw that clip like a couple of weeks ago. I was like, oh, that's so offensive. All right, now.
Not worse than Jinder Mahal was trying to speak
No, it's not as bad as that. But like, it's like a step below that. You're like, oh. Yeah. But the Jinder Mahal one's worse because it's in 2018. Like, dude.
They actually chanted at him that was racist.
Yeah, like, read the room.
yeah. All right. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this episode where we tried, basically took 3 of the same guys, but not ish with their own advantages and disadvantages. Yeah, because you watch some movies for these people. Sometimes specifically, sometimes you're like, all right, I wonder how they're going to pull this off, right?
Yeah.
And in the case of Vin Diesel, to bask in his glory, right, his greatness, his epicness.
Yeah.
To worship the floor that he walks upon, right? The screen that he projects upon. And maybe if we're lucky, maybe one day if we're lucky, he'll project some of that godliness onto us too.
Not I can only wish.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm the man with the deep, soothing voice that's able to seduce the Hulk, CY Chong.
And I am the man who agrees for his daughter who becomes a zombie because she's family. Charles, that was such a stretch. And thank you all for listening to this episode. We've changed up a little bit of things. Remember to like and share, subscribe to all this, share with friends. If you could possibly give us a rating on the podcast apps that you listen to, that'd be swell. And if you're watching this on YouTube, leave a comment down below if you enjoyed it or whatever. And until next time, guys, I'd like to thank you all for taking a trip with us around the multiverse. Bye.
Bye.
My name is Turkish. Funny name for an Englishman, I know. My parents-to-be were on the same plane when it crashed. That's how they met. They named me after the name of the plane. Not many people are named after a plane crash. That's Tommy. He tells people he was named after a gun. But I know he was really named after a famous 19th century ballet dancer. I've known him for as long as I can remember. He's my partner. It doesn't mean we hold hands or take windy walks. What it really means is, I try to keep him out of as much trouble as he inflicts on me. I give him a hard time, keeps him in check. But really, he's like my brother. What do I know about diamonds? I'm a boxing promoter. I was a happy boxing promoter until a week ago. And then, what do I know about diamonds? Don't they come from Antwerp?